The Washington coins tied to years 1789 to 1797 are among the most legendary and mysterious treasures in American numismatics. These are not ordinary coins that you might find in everyday change. They are symbols of a young nation still defining its identity. When George Washington became the first president of the United States in 1789, there was a debate about how America should honor its leaders. Unlike monarchies that place kings and queens on coins, Americans were wary of glorifying individuals. Yet, Washington's statue was so immense that artisans and engravers began producing tokens and medals bearing his likeness, many of which were struck in copper, silver, or even gold. Today, these early Washington coins are regarded as national treasures, worth unimaginable sums in the collector's market. To hold a Washington-era coin is to hold a direct connection to the first years of the Republic. Imagine the dirt and wear on such a coin, the rough edges and the fading designs. Every imperfection is proof of its long journey through time. These coins witness the very birth of the nation, the struggles of independence fresh in memory, and fragile early days, a new democracy. The survival of such a coin in any condition is a miracle, which is why collectors are willing to pay millions for even a dirty, tarnished piece. Washington coins from this era often feature his profile in the classical Roman style, emphasizing him as a timeless leader. Engravers wanted to immortalize Washington as a man who could stand alongside figures like Caesar or Alexander. This was not mere vanity. It was a young nation's way of declaring to the world that America had its own heroic founder, a leader who could inspire generations. The artistry and symbolism of these coins make them as much pieces of art as they are monetary relics. The minting of Washington coins between 1789 and 1797 was not part of mass circulation like the quarters or dollars we use today. Instead, they were struck in limited numbers, often by private minters or as commemorative medals. Some were even given as gifts to important dignitaries or political figures. This scarcity adds to their immense value. Very few have survived into the modern era, and those that do are locked away in collections, museums, or hidden vaults, rarely seen by the public. Collectors often speak of the gold sticker Washington coins, special versions that appear in golden tones, sometimes with unique finishes that make them stand out. While the term gold sticker has become more of a modern collector's phrase, it symbolizes rarity and prestige. When such a coin surfaces, even if dirty, scratched, or worn, it becomes an object of desire. Wealthy investors and passionate historians compete to own them, driving prices to astronomical levels. The market for Washington coins has always been fueled by their symbolic power. Unlike other rare coins that may only be valued for their metal content or mintage numbers, Washington coins carry the aura of America's founding father. They represent freedom, leadership, and the dawn of a new era. For that reason, their value is often described as beyond money. A collector doesn't just buy a coin, they buy a piece of Washington's legacy. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in a forgotten drawer, a dusty box, or a family heirloom collection. At first glance, it might look like a tarnished token, unimpressive to the untrained eye. But upon closer inspection, the faint details of Washington's face, the rough lettering, and the signs of his era would reveal its true nature. That moment could change your life overnight, transforming an overlooked relic into a fortune worth millions. The stories of Washington coins surfacing in unexpected places are legendary. Each discovery feels like unearthing buried treasure, sparking excitement not only for the finder but also for the entire collector community. Auctions featuring these coins often become headline events, where bids soar into millions within minutes. The thrill of the chase, combined with the gravity of the coin's history, makes them irresistible. Even in poor condition, Washington coins from 1789 to 1797 are priceless. Dirt and tarnish do not diminish their power. They amplify it. These marks are reminders that the coin has survived wars, recessions, and centuries of human history. Each scratch tells a story. Each dent whispers of the hands that once held it. To dismiss such a coin as damaged would be to overlook its true magic. For many collectors and dreamers, these coins are more than just relics. They are golden tickets to a fortune and keys to America's soul. They remind us that history is not only in books. It can be held, touched, and passed from one generation to another. Owning such a coin is like owning destiny itself, a bridge between the past and the present, between Washington's leadership and today's world. The financial value of Washington coins may reach into the millions, but their true worth cannot be measured in dollars. They embody the courage of a nation's beginning, the legacy of its first president, and the artistry of a people determined to leave their mark on history. To collectors, they're the ultimate prize. To historians, they are irreplaceable treasures. And to those fortunate enough to find one, they are life-changing miracles. If you ever come across a Washington coin from the era of 1789 to 1797, you must recognize its extraordinary potential. Do not spend it, do not dismiss it, and do not let it slip away for a small price. It carries the power to transform your fortune overnight, but even more importantly, it carries the power to connect you directly with the heart of America's founding story.